Hi everyone, how are you all doing today? Today's daily pattern is called Double S. Oops, gotta check for glare. Got a lot of lights on today. Double S by Donna Stanchfield. This one is going to be simple because all you do is draw the letter S, and then you draw the letter S backwards. So that's pretty simple. It's just trying to remember which way is forward and which way is backward is the key, I think, to this one. So you start with the letter S, and then you do one backwards, butting right up against it like that. And then underneath you do a backwards letter S, so it's a frontwards backwards, and then you do a frontwards. So it's frontwards backwards, frontwards backwards, frontwards backwards. It's every other one, frontwards backwards. If you were going to do them in a row, frontwards backwards, frontwards backwards. And then if you want to, you can finish off the little ends with a little triangular shape there on the ends. So it ends up being this sort of heart shape with a little triangle thing. So you can do them in a row. Frontwards. No, that one's backwards. Frontwards. Frontwards. Backwards. Just do every other one. Backwards, no, frontwards, backwards, frontwards, backwards. That's going to be my challenge. Frontwards, backwards. You can do them in a row. Or you can line them all up. Frontwards, backwards, frontwards, backwards, frontwards, backwards. And then backwards, frontwards, backwards, frontwards. So that's going to be my challenge, is remembering my frontwards from my backwards and not ending up with a bunch of them all going the same direction and not ending up with a pattern. That is going to be my challenge. But I like it like this, so it looks like a row of hearts. It would be really cute for a Valentine's tile. So you might want to flag that one in one that could be ends up as a heart shape. That's really cute. But it doesn't look like it's hard to draw, just a challenge to remember frontwards and backwards. So what I'm going to do is just play with, I think I'm going to do like a row of them just all sort of even, and then I'm going to play with maybe some being taller than others. I don't know. I'm not going to use a pencil or a string of any kind. Some people have been asking me about my new pen. I have changed from my Micron. For a little while I'm using this Zig Mangaka, M-A-N-G-A-K-A. It's a size 02. I've been enjoying it. It's a little bit thicker barrel, which makes it easier for me to hold. So I'm really enjoying this pen. It came from Jet Pens, just FYI. Let's see, price on that was $2 for the pen. Okay, so maybe a row going this way. So I'm going to go frontwards, backwards, frontwards, backwards, and then here, so this needs to go backwards, and I think I'm going to play with size and scale. I'm going to do it like that, and then a frontwards just so that it's mirroring it, and then a backwards, and then frontwards, just going to play with scale a little bit here. Okay. And then here, that one's frontwards, so this one's backwards. And this one's frontwards. Oop, got a little carried away there with my tail there. And then this one goes this way. And then this one goes which way? Goes this way. And this one comes up and goes that way. And this one goes... It's a bit of a challenge because I made it bigger at the bottom, so they kind of went all wookie. But I think it's kind of cute, so I'm going to leave it. And then this one has to go opposite. Yeah, this has gone off the rails, folks. These aren't touching down here. Need to make them touch. Even if they're weird. Need to touch. Okay. I think I've kind of filled my space. It's a little odd. But that's okay. I'm good with odd. You guys know that. I'm good with unusual and odd and not quite matching. I'm going to go ahead and make these little pointy bits where I can. That's only a half of one. Okay. Those are kind of strange where I decided to put that, but you know, it is what it is. I'm gonna do something so it kind of has yeah. Pointing out sticky out bits here and there and everywhere. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do sort of a something to embellish every other one, kind of like the sample. I like the way the sample shows it, you know, like solids and then stripes or harlequin or whatever. I'm going to do something so they're all the ones going one direction are the same. Trying to decide which way. This way, I think. I'm going to do that. That works. Kind of disguises some of that strangeness that I have going on there. Sometimes my experiments in size and scale go awry, but I persevere and do it anyway, because why? I've said it before, when you make a mistake, if you make that same mistake again more than once, then it's no longer a mistake, it's a design element. So when you go, oh, that wasn't supposed to be like that, don't despair. Just do it again. Do it more than once. And you will find that it will just kind of incorporate itself into your design. And no one will notice. I promise you no one will notice. I feel like this one here needs another one coming up like that. To kind of continue that design. I think I'm going to stick with where I'm at there. This is just turning it around to see if I like it in a different way better. Actually, I like it like that. So this is double S. Now I'm going to shade. I like these shaded the way her sample was, which is really dark just around the edge, and just let it fade into the middle. Oops, my pencil's a little dull. I am going to sharpen that. I have this pencil sharpener. You guys can see it's a Faber-Castell that I really like. It's got one side for color pencils and one side for either a big fat pencil or a standard pencil. And it makes a delightfully sharp tip, and it doesn't take much. Just a couple of little swirls in there, and it makes a beautiful tip. I never thought I would really rave over a pencil sharpener. Thought they were all kind of the same. They did their job, but they were all a little fiddly. Till I got that one. It is just my favorite. And I have no sponsors on my channel. It's just what I use. I just tell you what it is that I'm currently using. Somebody also asked me about my pencil. You know, this isn't a fancy pencil. This is just a student grade drawing pencil that happened to be in a set of pencils. When this one's gone, I'll probably just get out my old number 2. This is an HB, which is the same as a number 2 here in the United States. Just a medium grade. It's evenly soft and hard. That's what the H and the B is. I have a pencil tutorial if you want to, or not a tutorial, but sort of a sample of what the different pencils grades are. The soft to the hard. And HB just means it's H is hard, B is soft, and an HB is just even amounts of hard and soft. So it's just kind of a medium pencil. You might find that depending on what kind of paper you're drawing on, you may need a harder or a softer pencil to get the look that you're looking for. Just because some papers need a softer pencil to get a dark enough lay down of graphite for you. others, you know, you may find that you really prefer building up layers of harder pencil. They don't bring down such a dark line, but you can build up more layers. And some people prefer that. So, you know, it's just a matter of personal preference. There's no right or wrong. I am not a... I like Zentangle, and I like the method and the reason for Zentangle, but I'm also practical. And if you can't afford stuff, or if you don't have something on hand, you know, you use what you got. If you can make a mark with it, use it. And then as you work more, you will experiment with the pens that you have around, or you purchase new pens as you need them, and you'll find the ones that you like, and you'll find the ones that you don't like. And what I like might not be the same as what you like. So, you know, everybody has their own thing that they... And some people live in places where you can't get certain supplies. You know, I'll see it in our groups, and they'll say, well, that's great, but I live out in the boonies of Australia, and we can't get that supply. We have this brand of pen or pencil instead. Can I use it? Well, of course you can use it. You know, I just recommend that you find the smallest tip that you can, the finer point on your pen as possible, just because you're able to make some of the more intricate patterns. I mean, I could draw this same pattern in a thicker pen, but I would have to adjust a little bit because I can't get fine. I wouldn't be able to get as close together here. This would all kind of merge into one thing because my line would be thicker. But, you know, other than that, this looks funny to me. I feel like it needs to come here, like it's going behind there. You know, so that's what I say is just, you know, find what you know, if all you have in your town is regular typing paper and a plain old Bic pen, you know, ballpoint pen, use that. Nothing says that you have to stop drawing just because you don't have particular supplies. That is what I think is the joy of this this type of art form. You really only need one pen and one pencil, and maybe a blending stump if you have one. And if you don't have one, you know, you could leave it just like this. You don't have to use the blending stump. It just, I think it's what makes it pop. But, you know, you could use a Q-tip. You could use a piece of rolled up paper. You know, you could take a piece of scrap paper. Here's a receipt from a store, right? And just roll this up. Just start in the corner, and I'm just gonna roll this piece of paper up. Okay, finally got it to go, right? And then I'm going to just kind of twist the end into a point. Kind of fold it over and twist it into a point. It's not very technical. I'm just squeezing it. See, I made a mess out of this. I wadded up a piece of regular old paper. And look, I can blend with that. Might not be as easy. I may have to struggle a little bit. But it's doing the job. Keeping my finger clean. It blends. It just takes me a little bit longer to do. So don't tell me you don't have supplies. All you really need is a fine point pen of some sort and a pencil. Any kind will do. That's all you need. So I want to apologize. The other day, my Buzzy Bee video, somebody commented that it was off screen a lot more than I had thought. I knew I'd gone off screen, but I didn't realize I was off that far and for that long. And I apologize for that. At least you guys got to see the main, how the pattern goes. So one of my squares was on screen. Most of it was off, and I totally apologize for that. I wasn't paying any attention. I was trying in a hurry, and I was trying really hard to get everything done before I was leaving for my weekend away, and I was just chatting away and not paying any attention to what was going on the screen. So I totally apologize for that. But I'm not going back and doing it again. You get what you get with me. So, you know, you want to unsubscribe, go for it. No biggie off of my nose. I'm not here for making huge amounts of money off of YouTube. I'm just doing this for my own personal pleasure, and then you guys get to kind of follow along if you want. Let's see. What do I want to do? I want to do something. I feel like those little hearts need a dark element. I think I'm going to go back in with my pen, and I'm going to put a little stripe in here. Yeah, that's what it needs. It needs a little bit more dark. I don't want to fill in completely. Sometimes if you feel like it needs a little bit more bold, a little bit darker, sometimes you can just do that with just changing the size of your pen and going back over your lines with a darker or bolder pen. Or you can just do more embellishment and you put a little bit extra ink on your page, and it gives you that balance. If you feel like it's unbalanced, it's too light or doesn't have enough bold or dark somewhere. So we did have a lot of rain this weekend. Came down in buckets on Friday. Saturday was here at the house was still sprinkling most of the day. Luckily, where I was in Palm Springs, Saturday actually cleared up and it was a nice day, which was good. But then driving home Sunday, came down in buckets again. And it's been raining all night, and it Rained quite a bit this morning. It's kind of stopped for the moment, but it's still pretty dark and gloomy. We've had, in this last rainstorm, the last week or so, had over 6 inches of rain. That's a lot for us. That's like half of our annual rainfall, just in one bit of storms. So that's pretty amazing. I don't like this right here. I'm going to do something about it. I'm going to just tidy that up. But I think if I'm going to do that and make that bold there, I'm going to have to do it on all of them. Just so they look the same. Even if those ones didn't need the help. That one kind of did because it lost its point. Okay, that's better. I like that. Okay, so hope you guys are having a good day. Stay dry. Stay comfortable. And, you know, go out and do something nice for somebody. It helps your mood. It helps your total vibe. Just, you know, be a blessing for somebody else. And maybe somebody will bless you as well. Recognize those times when you are having a blessing in your life. Sometimes you don't even recognize it. Somebody does something nice for you that you didn't ask for, and you just brush it off and you don't even acknowledge that it's happened. Make sure you look around for those small blessings. You know, that person who held the door for you at the Starbucks as you were going in, whatever it is, acknowledge that in your life, these small little blessings. And as you spend time looking at the good, your attitude changes about the world around you. It really does. That whole, you know, attitude of gratitude, it works. Believe me, it works. Been there, done that with the whole depression thing, and it works. It's hard sometimes, but it works. So I ask you to go out there, be a blessing to somebody else, and look for the blessings in your life. You guys have a great day. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.